get the devil's fork done. You know, okay, maybe I should say devil's fork. Put the fence on the yard, like around your yard. Yeah. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So I thought I should do this video in which I just talk about 10 things that one could do to keep busy while we are all on lockdown. I know it's gonna be 21 days. Okay, I know also I shouldn't touch my face. Yeah. Yeah, slowly getting there. So these are the 10 things that one can do while we are on lockdown. I'm just quickly scrolling through my notes here that I made. So you know how normally, like when you are on leave, you always want to do things, but you run out of time to do all of those things. Well, this is the perfect opportunity for you to get around doing everything that you always want to do, because you kind of like you have the plan, you just run out of time of executing the plan. So let's count down the 10 things. Not only like the things that you always want to do, but things you can do to keep yourself busy while we are on the 21-day lockdown. So let's count down from number 10. So number 10, I know a lot of women have went out of their way and bought zillions of food and perishable goods, right? So now you got that 5 kg of potatoes, no, actually carrots, and then you got that 10 kg of potatoes, and then you got like 4 kg of tomatoes, you got herb squash, you know, that big one, like that one that is normally 20 to 25 range, the huge herb squash. And now you got all of these vegetables and fruits that are not going to be around by next week. So now what is the best way of making sure that, firstly, you don't waste your money, secondly, you actually get to eat your vegetables and fruits while they're still at the peak of the freshness, and thirdly, keep yourself busy. So let's say if you bought tomatoes, right? The best way to preserve tomatoes is to actually cook them in advance. So cook them in advance. Do a tomato bredie, like don't put a lot of things in them, just cook them, a little bit of salt, like do like a sauce, yeah, because you're not going to use all of that 5 kg for salads. Some of it is gonna be rotten, you know. So make some sauces and then put them in the freezer, and on the day that you're going to use it, just throw it, and then use a couple of spices just to liven it up, like put some parsley in there, put some cardamom, put some chilies in there, and the sauce will come to life like you just made it fresh. And also carrots, you can chop your carrots and then dice them, or do juliennes, or whatever shape that you want to make. So just cut it to the shape and then put them in different plastics, put them in the freezer. And on the day that you're making a stew, for example, you're gonna go and take out the plastic that has got the chunks of the carrots. And also what else? Herb squash, your pumpkin, peel it off. And I mean, you can really, guys, make this a family thing, like your hubby can be the one peeling the herb squash, because we all know that that pumpkin is tough. It's tough. Those green leaves, they are tough. I always struggle to peel them myself because I love me some herb squash. So peel your herb squash, your what is the other pumpkin family? Butternut. Peel it, chop it, put it in a plastic, and then put it away. On the day that you want to roast it, take it out, and then from frozen you roast, not from frozen you defrost, no, from frozen you cook. And then also things like your beetroot. So you cook your beetroot. The beetroot you don't freeze while it is still. Beetroot can actually stay a little bit longer than most of your vegetables without going off. It can stay up to 3 weeks if you really bought it at a peak of its freshness. And the thing is that it's gonna sag and look so sad over time. So you cook it, you peel it, and then you put it away. I like to put my beetroot in my smoothies. I've actually never used frozen beetroot for salads or anything. I just put it in my smoothie. Otherwise, you can leave beetroot alone. It's not one of those things that needs to be done like immediately. And then things like your spinach, I don't know with spinach, guys. I don't know, because I know that frozen spinach, I think, you know that frozen spinach, they always do a cream spinach, and then it's frozen, and then when you bring it home you just defrost it. So I think maybe you can try that, and then when you do defrost it, you can like put in more spices just to liven it up. So that's the first thing that you can do, and this can be a family type of project. You know, the kids can be throwing away the peels, they can be taking things that have been cut, chopped, putting it in water so that they can be washed, and then they can put it in different plastics. So it can be definitely something that the whole family can do. Mom and dad can do the chopping and the peeling, the kids can do the washing and then storing away in plastics. And then the second thing that you can actually do to keep busy is that you know those things that you like, you know those projects that you already have the things in place, like things is like, good example is like if you wanted to paint but you couldn't paint, but there's like liters and liters of paint in the garage, go take that, mix that up, and then make it a family thing as well. You know, it can be a family project as well. So the kids can try to decorate their rooms in a certain way, as much as you painting it, but maybe there might be things that they want to put there, like maybe put their handprint over there. That can be something that is always memorable, like maybe a couple of years down the line, that it can be like, yeah, when I was 5 years, you know, take a picture of that, because that is something that, you know, it can stay and they can grow while they see it. Yeah, like actually now I was at my dad's house, and in my sister and my sister and I used to share a room, and when you open the wardrobe, there's actually my name and my sister's name. I actually forgot about that, so it was like a nice memorabilia of the house. So yeah, things like that, guys. So you can go do your painting, and then, you know, get the tiling done, do things that are big projects and they need you to be home for them to happen. You know, get the devil's fork done. You know, okay, maybe I should say devil's fork, put the fence on the yard, like around your yard. Yeah, do your gardening. Yeah. So the third one is you can wash your car. Obviously you're gonna do laundry, clean the house and whatnot, but you can actually use that to instead of putting the couches where they've always been, move them around a bit, like just change how your home looks, and that can also assist you in sanitizing your home, you know. And also wash the cars. As you wash in the cars, the parents, if mom and dad, like you guys, if you guys have got cars, obviously you will wash the cars, and then the kids will wash the inside, the interior of the car, and then you will come and finish off by sanitizing it. It's also a good way to get your kids get used to like constantly washing their hands, constantly sanitizing, and yeah, just keeping overall good health. And then number 4, I actually mentioned this in number 4 and in number 2 when I said do gardening, but what I want to emphasize on is actually not just mowing the lawn, but actually planting maybe a bed of spinach, planting avocado trees, you know, getting your seed from nothing to something. And because you're going to be home, so you can actually be there to water the plants, you can be there to maintain the garden. By the time you get home, you will be so used to doing that, it's going to be part of your daily routine. So like do your garden, like plant things, plant spinach, plant, you know, spinach takes 3 months. By 3 months you're going to be eating potatoes, whatever seeds that you already have in your home, because I'm more concentrating on things that you wanted to do but you always ran out of time to do. So gardening is one of the things that, you know, depending on which part of the country you're staying in, but if you're staying in parts of the country that are really dry, like your northwest, your northern Cape, your Limpopo side, Free State, Eastern Cape, Western Cape, even Joburg, then you need to water your plants in the morning, like early hours, like 6 o'clock before the sun comes out. And also, well, it's not early of course, and because the sun is already coming out, but because now it's autumn, it's not as hot as it used to be, and also in the evenings. And you know what, if your hubby bought that Jojo thing, the Jojo tank, but they never actually installed it, this is a good time to actually get the plumbing done and install the damn thing already. So yeah. So number 5, spend time with your little ones, spend time with your kids. If you know that your kids have, you know, sitting and watching TV is spending time with your kids, and playing a game of Scramble or Monopoly, it's spending time with your kids. But I'm talking about existing things, like if you know that your child has had issues maybe with a certain subject, or maybe your teenager has been having issues with to cooking a certain, help them to overcome whatever it is that you couldn't get to while you were still like going to work and everything. So not only is it a good time to spend time encouraging your child, but you can actually monitor their progress rather. You can monitor their progress within the 21 days or the 20 days. I'll try to post this video tomorrow. So within this time, you can monitor their progress and see how far they have come. And parents, this is not like a vacation. So hit those books with your kids, because once we go like things, I mean, we are all hopeful that things will go back to a new normal. So once things go back to a new normal, the kids are going to be back in school, and their mind still needs to be fresh and yearning for education and for new things and being curious and all of that. So spend time encouraging your kids and managing their progress and motivating them to be better versions of themselves, or to be better at things that they wanted to, that they were a little bit they need a little bit of encouragement on. So yeah. Number 6, think of your passive income. You already thought about it. Like I said, these are things that you already thought about. It's just a matter of executing them. So now, if you've not thought about it, this is a good time to start thinking about how can you have a second or a third or a fourth source of income, because our country or the world is actually, you know, we're going through something that is universal here, and we don't know how is our jobs or the if maybe you only have one income, you're not really sure how that is going to be affected, whether it's going to be a positive or a negative. It might not be so much of a positive, so think of other ways of making money work for you. And also, if you had already have the idea, execute the idea. But now I'm not talking about now, maybe if you wanted to be a DJ or you wanted to go into events, this is not a good time to be doing events and DJing. But this might be a good time if you have a sewing machine and you have, you know, extra fabric from everyone that you have made clothes for. Maybe this is a good time for you to do masks, and you know, for every 5 that you sell, you give 2 to old people for free, you know, because right now those masks you don't need to sell them expensive, guys. I mean, you can sell the thing for 20 rand. The point is that you will have money coming in, and also you will have people not forgetting, or people knowing that this is one of your skills. Not only do you do your Monday to Friday work or Monday to Saturday work, but you actually are a skilled seamstress, you know, because after this maybe they will take their trousers to you so that you can alter them and fit them and custom make them, and you know, the jackets and everything. So that is the type of things that I'm talking about. You don't necessarily need to have a lot of contact with people, because you can make the mask and then put like a placard like outside on your fence, and people, when they pass your house, they can see that, and then, you know, money is coming in. And I think we're on number 7 now. Number 7, this is more for yourself. It's like an individual thing, so you can read a book. I'm mentioning read a book with like a little bit of a guilty feeling, because I bought myself a book, I think it was Christmas of 2018. I bought myself Michelle Obama's book. I never went past chapter 1, guys, so this is also applicable to me. I'm going to be spending some of this time reading and finishing off that book. So read your book. And also, I'm also guilty of buying magazines that I never ever read. Like this month I bought me Fair Lady with Alice Ross on the cover. Maybe I'll page through it, but yeah, this is a good time to spend time with yourself and just do an introspection and find out where are you in your life, and where would you like to be, and how can you get there. And you know, just spend time with yourself. I mean, I know not everyone likes to read a book or whatever, but just take some time out and just be with yourself and try to find out if everything is okay with you. So yeah. And then number 8, workout. So for people who've been thinking about it, I want to work out, I'm so lazy, I need to lose a little bit of this weight, a couple of kgs here, a little bit of inches here, I need to lose weight. Or you normally are actually going to the gym, but now we can't go to the gym. And if you have pets in the house, you know, the same time when you walk your dogs out, that is at the same time, take advantage of that time and jog while you are, like, jog with your dog. So yeah, you'll be hitting two birds with one stone. Your dog will be getting the exercise that they need, or your pets, let me just say your pets will be getting the exercise they need, and you will also be getting the exercise that you need. And whilst you're doing that, not only is your mind, your body is going to be feeling, you know, like you're going to feel good about yourself, but also emotionally and mentally it's going to help you. Instead of you feeling the anxiety and almost going into paranoia about what is going on around the world, you can just refresh and just take time out and be like, you know what, because it's just one of those things that gets you back into, you know, things that you used to do before everything else, instead of just sitting in the house. Now if you feel a little bit of anxiety about going outside, it's fine. Do something while you're still in the house, because there's plenty of exercises to do and you don't need to leave your house. And this, you can do this with your kids, maybe like, or if you have a console, if they have an Xbox or whatever console, then you can do the sensor part of it instead of the joysticks, and then you can play a game with your kids, jumping around and what. Guess what, you're getting a workout, your kids are getting a workout, but you're also having a family time. So that is something that you can do as well. So number nine is so try cooking. If you do like cooking, try thinking out of the box of nutritious, delicious and budget friendly meals. And now if you don't like cooking, not everybody likes cooking. What I'm saying, I'm just using cooking as an example, right? Because we don't know how long we're going to be on lockdown. We know it's 21 days, but we don't really know for sure that it's going to be 21 days. So I'm saying budget friendly because our finances are a little bit, you know, we are uncertain. We're not strained, but we are uncertain because we don't know what tomorrow holds. And because we don't know, we are a little bit cautious of how our spending is, or we should be cautious of how our spending will affect everything. Introduce your kids to recipes that you grew up eating, like the type of meals that your mom used to make for yourself. Because I can tell you now, how we grew up, our parents were super budget friendly, and the food we had was super nutritious and healthy versus what we eat, because we eat convenience food, out of the packet, microwave, roast right now, bang bang, ma'am, thank you ma'am, let's eat, delicious, mwah, mwah, mwah. So yeah, let's think of something else that, you know what, you can do, and you don't need to spend a lot of money for the whole family to actually enjoy the meal, but you're still getting the nutritional value out of it. Now if you're not into cooking, if maybe, for example, I've had Photoshop on my computer, I don't know how long, guys, and I still don't know how to use Photoshop. So yeah, that is something that one can do while they're still indoors. You don't need to go out to do that. Or maybe if you want your IG to be popping and you know that your Instagram is a little bit you know, try downloading like 1 or 2 type of softwares that are going to help you out in filtering your pictures a little bit better, to make them look a little bit more professional. And yeah, you know, you don't need to go outside to do that, because you can just use your phone right there. Like also like if you're a mechanic, fix some things around the house, because you never had the time to do it, so it's about time you went into the garage and looked at that microwave. So those are the type of things that I'm talking about when I say try to do things that you always wanted to do, that you are absolutely passionate about. If you like doing makeup, try coming out with 1 or 2, 3 different looks, you know, because I mean, you're not doing anything, and when you put on makeup it makes you happy. So do that, you know, hone your craft, so that once this is over, maybe you can use that as your passive, your secondary income, you know. You can start maybe doing people for parties, for baby showers, for weddings, but you need to start somewhere, and maybe that somewhere is starting with your face, your mom's face, if you are the mother, doing your own face. So yeah. And then number 10 is touch base with your loved ones. and your friends on a day-to-day basis via video call or WhatsApp call, or just a normal call, or just, you know, to check on people, especially those people who are not staying in the same province or the same town, the ones that are staying a little bit far out from the rest of the family. Just check them out, like find out if they're okay, if they're doing well. And yeah, that's it really. There isn't much. So those are the 10 things that one can do to keep busy while we are still on this lockdown. There's nothing there that is depressing. Everything, you can take it to the next level. And anything that I didn't mention, please comment down below. What other things can people do to keep safe and still maintain the regulations of social distancing, you know, without actually going out? If they want to do things in their homes, what is it that they can do, or what is it that you are doing rather? So yeah, keep the comments down below, and let's keep each other entertained, and let's keep each other busy. And yeah, because I mean, we don't want to be depressed about this. So thank you for watching, guys. Please share, like, and subscribe, and comment. I think number 11, watch more videos on YouTube. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll try to do a video. I'll try to keep the videos coming, as like I'll try to keep as many videos coming as I possibly can. My goal is to at least make 3 videos a week. I will see how that goes though. So yeah, thanks for watching, and keep your spirits positive. You know what? Yeah, cheers, guys. Bye.